Hi, Sandra Wilson here, and I'm back today just to have a little talk about some of the issues that we can experience in our relationships in midlife, or indeed any time. And today's topic is noise sensitivity. And yes, it's a common problem. We might suddenly develop quite a severe aversion to the sound of our partner snoring. Very, very common. But when it gets to the point where you simply cannot be in the same bed as them, then that can start to drive a little bit of a wedge between you, especially when you decide that you just can't do it anymore. You're going to go and sleep in a separate bedroom if you are fortunate enough to have the space. Or maybe you have tried to prod and poke your partner so much they're getting so sick of you that they've just taken the duvet, taken the spare duvet and gone off to sleep in the living room, that kind of thing. And I know, I don't want to make light of it. It can be a massive problem. And many people they are lucky enough to be able to kind of maintain a close relationship, intimate relationship with their partner, spouse, and they have the luxury of having another bedroom that they go to sleep in. This is not really what I'm talking about. I'm talking about not being able to be near the person you love because you cannot bear the sounds they make. The principal one is snoring, and it might be driving a wedge into your relationship because it's causing lack of sleep and arguments, and your levels of frustration are going through the roof. And it is more than just the snoring. You might notice that when you're eating together, the sound of them eating something, a particular thing, makes your blood pressure go through the roof and you just want to kill them. Or you might notice out of the corner of your eye, they're tapping their foot or just doing something, scrolling on their phone or making a noise, perhaps, chewing gum or something like that, breathing too loudly. And it just gets on your last nerve. And maybe you haven't got very many of those left. You are literally down to your last nerve. And it's just becoming incredibly frustrating, causing distance between you. And it's getting to the point where you don't even really want to be in the same room with them. But if you are going to be completely honest with yourself, it's not that you don't love them anymore, and it's not that you don't want to be married or in this relationship. It is just this sensitivity to the noises they make. And this sometimes can develop in long-term relationships. It can sometimes go hand in hand with the menopause, perimenopause, which can, as many of us ladies of a certain age are aware of, really makes us a little bit more hypervigilant, and we can often be prone to anger, rage, reacting very strongly to certain things that maybe a few years back we wouldn't have been quite so likely to react in that way. So where am I going with all of this? I have had a lot of experience in helping people with this noise sensitivity, and it does have a name. The label, if you wish to use a label, is misophonia. And this is really how I started getting into helping people with this problem, because people were just getting in touch saying they were struggling with neighbour noise, struggling with the sound of their partner snoring. They were the two main things. And it's a really peculiar condition in that nobody really understands quite how it starts, what's going on. But it can be managed, and you can learn to tolerate and manage the condition and repair or improve your relationship. And it's not easy. There's no magic wand, but it can be done. In some cases, there may be underlying subconscious causes. For example, maybe you have some subconscious unresolved anger toward your partner that you haven't really quite fully resolved. That I've seen that a bit. Or it might just be that your nervous system needs to be completely reset, emptied out, and just start again from scratch. And hypnosis and hypnotherapy really are very good. It's a very good type of therapy for helping you feel back in control, regulate your nervous system properly, and tone down that fight or flight response, that anticipatory anxiety, that sensitivity to that noise. And I don't want to keep you here too long. It's Friday afternoon. The sun seems to be making an appearance out here. So if you recognise yourself in this, if this is something that you think, yes, that's me, don't be afraid, get in touch for a free consultation. Bye for now.